Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year, Assurance Heroes. Welcome to the A-Plan podcast. A is for assurance, and this is your weekly audit and risk talk show. We're the A-team. He's Emre, the tech guy.
He's Andy, the communication guy.
All right, guys, what have we got for you this week? So we've just finished Christmas. We got 2 more days. 2 more days to finish 2020. So what did we choose for our topic for this week? So we chose this one. What should you do when your process owner is aggressive or tries to bully you? And we thought this is the perfect episode for that because 2020 has been the year which basically bullied us all. And from the A-team, from Emre and myself, we'd just like to say to 2020, you can... So there you go. We said it.
Now you're the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Story of my life.
What do you think, Emre? Any experience with the bullying process owner?
Well, I remember the first wrap-up meeting that I participated as a young Padawan. As a junior, I auditor more than 20 years now.
You youngling, you.
So I'm talking about an age, Andy, where the auditors were residing in their ivory towers, you know?
Yeah.
And the dialogue between the auditor and the audit client was very, very limited. Anyway, each auditor, at least the senior ones, instinctively knows what to expect at the wrap-up meeting based on the materiality of their findings, the first reactions of the audit line managers to their findings, the previous dialogue they have with the audit clients, the number of senior executives which will be there in the wrap-up meeting, and the extra burden that the audit has brought on the audit clients. So they expect like this. But I was so young at the time to anticipate what to expect, really.
Right.
So anyway, when we were discussing the very first finding, all of a sudden the line manager responsible of IT security, he jumped on his seat and he said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of explaining this to you 100 times, but you don't seem to pay attention to what I'm telling you. Yeah. So he got so pissed off and he left. He left the wrap-up meeting just like that. And we were like...
Elvis has left the building.
Exactly. And that was an uneasy situation for everyone. Not only that, we had to complete that particular assignment, but he was one of the line managers with whom we had the constant relation of the auditor and the audit clients. So it wasn't really easy.
My dear God. Are you one of those single-tier people?
It's very difficult to not take things personally, especially when somebody's shouting, storming out of the room and even insulting you or shouting, trying to upset you. But very often there's something else going on. It's not personal. Definitely. It's not about you. So, maybe some issue that they've got with a peer of theirs or one of their stakeholders, and you become the target for that sort of pent-up anger and aggression. So you can say to yourself, well, look, if you can say to yourself, which you always have to be able to say, I think, if you're doing your job right, I've been polite, I've been respectful, I've been diplomatic. They're going crazy, but maybe the dog vomited on the carpet in the morning, maybe the baby was crying all night, something else going on in this guy's life. So just try not to take it personally as a first point, I think.
Exactly. What I've learned over the years, Andy, is that audit clients' frustration may have several reasons, as you said, not necessarily related with the assignments. Personal reasons or any other reasons behind.
Show me your papers, clown. Papers? Yeah. From the 1950s? I'm on the internet. Look up people after people on the internet. You see a picture of me. Why don't you step in the 21st century, dinosaur?
Right. Call the cops.
You got a cop right there. Right over there. Go grab him.
The auditor will say to me, I was on the field work and I had a difficult process owner. They were aggressive. They were a bully. And I'll say, well, what happened? Give me an example. And they'll tell a very similar sort of story. They'll say, the IT head turned around and said to me, it's like, what the hell do you know about IT? I've been doing this 20 years. I've got a PhD in computer engineering and computer science from London School of Economics or something like this. How can you tell me anything about IT? You don't know. This issue is over your head. It's beyond your comprehension. So they'll say, well, what should I do in a situation like that? Well, I think it's what I would do in a situation like that if I were you. I'd say, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, you're the IT expert. I respect your qualification and your knowledge. We're very, very lucky to have you in this organization. You're absolutely right. And of course, I know that I don't have the expertise in IT that you do, but that's not my level of expertise. I'm the process and risk expert. And what I can tell you, in this process, we have a risk. And that risk is outside of management's risk appetite. This is a red risk, and I have to write it up. It's going to go in my report, and it will go to the audit committee. Now, if you want to sign off on that risk, you can. You can sign off on that risk, but I'm telling you, it's outside of management's risk appetite, so it can come back down. But of course, I wouldn't for a minute say that I'm the better IT expert than you. I mean, it's a process owner's business, whatever it is, sales, marketing, IT, whatever it is, they know it better than you. If you were the better IT guy than the IT manager, something will be horribly wrong with the business, right?
True. So we are the expert on risk and audit side, and they are the expert on the operational side, that's for sure. We're striking the balance between being close to the audit clients in one hand, but to keep the professionalism and impartiality on the other. It's not always easy to play that game. Setting this right tone. So we have to be open and consistent and frank to the auditors. We should have constant dialogue with them, and we should be there to listen to them in the first place.
This is the beautiful friend.
Final thoughts?
One last thought on my side. We all like people who bring solutions to our problems, especially when these problems can bring out-of-box solutions. So that's really important to build this intimacy with the audit clients, and to think about their concerns and how we can address their concerns. When you have this sort of dialogue with them, you can manage all type of different personalities.
Yeah, agreed. What time is it?
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
It's A-Team time. If you have an assurance problem, if no one else can help you, then we can help you. We're the A-Team. We're your assurance agony aunt. So if you have any questions, anything you'd like us to talk about, drop us an email. The email address is theaplan@zohomail.eu, and we'll be happy to help out wherever you can. We've already started to get some mails in and some questions in, so we're going to be dealing with those in 2021. In the new year, we're going to be dealing with some of your questions. So thank you very much for listening, Assurance Heroes. Here's wishing you all the very best for 2021. Here's hoping that it's going to be a much better year than 2020. My God,
we won't have extraterrestrials, hopefully, Andy.
Oh my God, how could it be worse? So thanks for listening. And this has been your A-Plan podcast. And remember, when your A-Plan's good, you don't need no B-Plan.